Atlanta just hours ago, chanting and marching after the verdict was read, convicting Derek Chauvin of murder. 330, that's how many days it's been since George Floyd was killed. And now the former Minneapolis police officer is in jail this morning, waiting to learn how much time he'll spend in prison. Within the past 24 hours, a jury finding Chauvin guilty on all 3 charges in the killing of Floyd, the most serious being second-degree unintentional murder. Here's a breakdown of sentencing guidelines in Minnesota for the charges he's convicted of. Second-degree murder carries a maximum of 40 years. Third-degree murder carries a maximum of 25 years. And for second-degree manslaughter, it's 10 years. For people without a criminal history, and Derek Chauvin applies here, the sentences could be different. Both second and third degree charges carry 12.5 years, while second degree manslaughter carries 4 years. The judge has a lot of discretion here when it comes to sentencing. Chauvin is expected to be sentenced in 8 weeks. And this is our top story this morning. Joe Ripley kicking off our team coverage as he takes a look at how this verdict is impacting the Black community here in Metro Atlanta.
Hey, good morning, Sheba. For some here in downtown Atlanta, we saw activists yesterday marching in solidarity with George Floyd and his family, but some calling yesterday's verdict a step towards justice. Others still say there's more work to be done before real change can be created. Let's take you back to yesterday. During those marches, the activists downtown in front of George Floyd murals, several holding signs reading, quote, "Atlanta stands with Minneapolis," and "guilty, guilty, guilty," in reference to the conviction of Derek Chauvin, the ex-officer. It was nearly a year ago, you might remember, when some of the same protesters marched after hearing news of George Floyd's death, which sparked outrage across the world. On Tuesday, some activists were celebrating because of the verdict, others still numb in disbelief. But one activist told us there can't be justice because George Floyd should still be alive. Many others should be as well.
Nothing has changed since we were here a year ago. People are still dying every day. Every day people are still dying. Every day Black men and women have to fear for their lives. Every single day.
Activists agree that to see real change, especially in the Black community, there need to be systemic issues addressed, though they are hoping yesterday's verdict in the Chauvin trial opens the door for more accountability when it comes to police brutality.
This verdict reigniting the movement here, Joe, and I know you have much more information on this strong push on Capitol Hill to make change. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, in order to address some of those systemic issues, many agree that lawmakers need to take a step towards that accountability and justice as well. The George Floyd Police and Justice Act aims to actually introduce more accountability when it comes to police reform. Officers who have shown red flags in the past, make it harder for them to move from one police department to another, and looking with some scrutiny at those methods used that police have been using, including here in the George Floyd trial. That law, though, resides in Congress right now, passing the House. The Senate, though, still deliberating on that.
All right, Joe Ripley live for us at the George Floyd Memorial in Atlanta. Appreciate it.